Students, I hope you all are in the good health. Today we will start the chapter number 5, the fundamental unit of life. The first thing is that our cell is the structural and the functional unit of the life. They are the basic unit of life. All the living organisms which are present in this world, they all are made up of this small cell. Today in this chapter we will read about this cell, its history and the discovery. Cell is the basic unit of life. All the organisms are made up of the millions of cell. And the first question is that who discovered the cell first? In the 1665, there is an English scientist named Robert Hooke. He saw the thin slice of cork under the self-made microscope. He observed the honeycomb-like structure under the microscope. He named them as the cellulae or the cells. That is the first discovery in the history in which our cells are discovered. His history indicates that all the living organisms could be made up of the smaller units. After that, in the 1674, Anton von Leeuwenhoek studied the living cells for the first time, and he is known for the discovery of the living cells. Robert Hooke discovered the dead cells because cork is made up of the bark of tree and the bark of tree only contains dead cells. After that, in the 1831, Robert Brown discovered the nucleus inside the cell, and he is responsible for naming it. Around 7 years later, in the year 1838 to 1839, there were two scientists named as the Schleiden and the Schwann. They formulated the cell theory. Cell theory states that all the living organisms are made up of these cells, and uh, these cells arises from the pre-existing cells. In the 1855, Rudolf Virchow gave a statement, omnis cellula is cellula. This statement means all the living organisms arrived from the pre-existing cells. This slide contains the photo of different scientists who played a very important role in the discovery of cell. So let us read a little bit more about the cells. There are two types of the organisms. One are the unicellular organisms and second are the multicellular organisms. Unicellular organisms are made up of a single cell. For example, chlamydomonas, amoeba, paramecium. While multicellular organisms are made up of more than one cell. Like most of the times they are made up of the millions of the cell. For example, humans, dog, cow, buffalo, etc. Irrespective of their nature, the cells always perform the same basic function. If you isolate the cell from the unicellular animal or the multicellular animal, you will find out the cells perform the same basic function in all the organisms. It won't matter it is present in the unicellular or the multicellular animal. Now the important thing is that how could we see the cell? We know they could not be visible by the naked eyes. They are very small, so to view them we required a specific instrument known as the microscope. These microscopes are the high resolution instruments that can see very fine details of the very small objects. There are two types of the microscope. First are the light microscope and second are the electron microscope. Light microscope, the magnification range is lies between the 100 to 1500 micron, while the electron microscope can view very small, even the cell organelles which are present in the cells. But electron microscopes are very costly. There are cells, we know there are different types of the cells. All the cells are of different size and the shape, and they perform the different function. Their shape is correlated with their function. For example, like red blood cell is circular or the biconcave in the shape, and it has a function of transport, while the muscle cells have a function of the contraction, so their shape is spindle shaped. A nerve cell have to pass the information, so they are elongated in the shape. According to their function, cells have a particular shape. Some cells even changes their shape. For example, amoeba and the WBCs. Smallest cell is the PPLO or the mycoplasma. Largest cell is the ostrich egg, while the longest animal cell is the nerve cell. So whenever we have to measure the size of the cell, there is a specific unit for it, and that is micrometer. There is a range of the size, like atoms are the very small, and these cells are little bit bigger than the atoms. And we are very big. We are made up of the millions of the cells, and we are very big as compared to the cell. Unicellular organisms are made up of a single cell, and they can perform all the functions like obtaining food, respiration, excretion, and they divide. For example, amoeba, they divide by the binary or the multiple fission. Multicellular organisms have the division of the labor. They have the different physiological systems for the different functions. For example, they have digestive system for the digestion, respiratory system for the respiration. Cell is the basic unit of the life. It performs all the functions like intake of the food material, excretion, metabolism, respiration, etc. The cells perform the different functions like clearing the waste material by the food vacuoles, protein synthesis by the ribosomes, and the lipid synthesis by the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. What are the main structures that constitute the cell? So cell mainly have the three part. First is the plasma membrane, which separates the cell from the outside environment. Second one is the nucleus, which control all its activity. Just as we have the brain which control our activities, cell has the nucleus. And the cytoplasm, which possesses the metabolic machinery. All the chemical processes or the reactions occurring in the cell mainly occurs in the cytoplasm. Plasma membrane is the outermost structure, and we will read about the plasma membrane in the more detail in our next video. Thank you, students.